Germany, known for its iconic automotive industry, now finds itself at a crossroads as Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers express interest in acquiring Volkswagen's factories, slated for closure. These plants, symbols of Germany's industrial might, have become a target for China's rapidly growing EV sector, and this potential move has significant economic and political implications. In this video, we'll explore why Chinese automakers are circling Volkswagen's idle factories, the opportunities this presents for China, and the risks it poses to Europe's car industry. Could this be a power shift in the global automotive landscape? Let's dive in. Volkswagen, a cornerstone of Germany's auto industry, has been grappling with declining sales and rising costs. The competition from Chinese automakers has intensified, and the company's struggle to adapt to the EV transition has led to some hard decisions. In late 2024, Volkswagen announced plans to idle two of its German factories, one in Dresden and another in Osnabrück. The decision affects over 2,600 workers, leaving the future of these sites uncertain. But why sell these factories instead of closing them outright? Selling to a buyer, particularly from China, could be a more economical option. Reports suggest these facilities could fetch between 100 million euros and 300 million euros each. Additionally, this move could help Volkswagen mitigate union resistance by ensuring continued operations under new ownership. For Volkswagen, offloading these sites is part of a broader strategy to cut costs and focus on markets where it can remain competitive. However, the potential sale to Chinese companies introduces new challenges and opportunities. Chinese EV makers, such as BYD, Leap Motor, and Chery, are aggressively expanding their presence in Europe, the world's second-largest EV market. Acquiring factories in Germany would give them a significant foothold in a prestigious market, helping them circumvent tariffs on imported EVs imposed by the European Commission. By manufacturing directly in Europe, Chinese companies can offer competitively priced vehicles while avoiding additional trade barriers. Moreover, setting up operations in Germany, a nation synonymous with automotive excellence, would elevate the credibility of Chinese brands. Winning over Germany's demanding consumers is seen as a critical milestone for Chinese automakers looking to establish themselves as global leaders in the EV market. Another factor driving Chinese interest is the strategic value of Volkswagen's facilities. These factories come equipped with skilled labor, established supply chains, and proximity to key European markets. Instead of building new facilities, which can be costly and time-consuming, Chinese companies can hit the ground running by acquiring existing plants. While the economic rationale for these deals is clear, the political implications cannot be ignored. Germany's relationship with China has grown more complex in recent years. Under former Chancellor Angela Merkel, Germany cultivated deep economic ties with China. However, the current coalition government is pushing to reduce dependency on Chinese investments, viewing China as both a competitor and a systemic rival. Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock has openly described China's President Xi Jinping as a dictator, further straining ties. Allowing Chinese automakers to take over iconic German factories could face backlash from politicians and unions, who fear the move could weaken Europe's automotive industry. Unions, in particular, are likely to push back against Chinese ownership. German labor organizations hold significant sway, often demanding job guarantees and adherence to strict manufacturing standards. These demands could complicate negotiations, as Chinese automakers typically operate under less restrictive labor conditions in their home country. Additionally, the broader European public may view these acquisitions as a sign of weakening industrial autonomy, further fueling resistance. Public perception will play a critical role in shaping the political and economic outcomes of these potential deals. If Chinese automakers successfully acquire Volkswagen's factories, it could signal a seismic shift in Europe's automotive landscape. Europe's car makers are already struggling to compete with China's EV manufacturers, which offer high-quality vehicles at lower prices. A Chinese foothold in Germany would intensify this competition, forcing European companies to rethink their strategies. On the flip side, Chinese investment could breathe new life into Germany's struggling factories, preserving jobs and sustaining local economies. For regions dependent on automotive manufacturing, this could be a lifeline. However, this comes at the cost of allowing a foreign power to gain influence in a key industry. The European Commission's recent tariffs on Chinese EVs highlight the growing concern over China's dominance in the sector. By establishing a manufacturing presence in Europe, Chinese automakers can sidestep these tariffs, potentially undermining the Commission's efforts to protect European manufacturers. Furthermore, this move could exacerbate existing tensions between Europe and China, making future negotiations on trade and investments even more complex. The long-term consequences of such acquisitions will depend on how European automakers and policymakers respond to this growing challenge. China's interest in Germany's car industry is part of a broader strategy to expand its global influence. By acquiring factories in Europe's largest economy, China can position itself as a major player in the global EV market. This move also serves as a Trojan horse strategy, allowing China to integrate deeper into Europe's economic fabric while avoiding overt political confrontations. For Chinese automakers, success in Germany could pave the way for further expansion across Europe. It's not just about selling cars, it's about shaping the future of mobility on a global scale. If China can win over Europe's discerning consumers, it will strengthen its position as the world leader in EV production and innovation. Moreover, owning factories in Germany would symbolize a significant victory for Chinese automakers in their quest for global recognition. It would also send a strong message to other nations about China's growing dominance in the EV sector. Volkswagen's decision to explore selling its factories underscores the challenges facing Europe's traditional automakers. The company's struggle to maintain profitability amid rising competition, and the transition to EVs highlights the urgent need for change. For Germany, the stakes are high. Allowing Chinese automakers to acquire key assets could undermine the country's industrial autonomy. At the same time, blocking these deals could leave factories idle, leading to job losses and economic stagnation in affected regions. Ultimately, the decision will depend on Germany's political climate and the stance of the European Union. Policymakers will need to weigh the economic benefits of Chinese investment against the risks of increased dependency on a foreign power. For Volkswagen, the goal will be finding a solution that balances the interests of its employees, shareholders, and the broader industry. The potential acquisition of German factories by Chinese automakers is more than just a European issue. It has global ramifications. As China continues to expand its influence in key industries, other nations may find themselves facing similar challenges. The balance of power in the global automotive market is shifting, with Chinese companies leading the charge. For traditional automakers in the US, Japan, and other regions, this development serves as a wake-up call. Competing with China's efficient, low-cost production methods will require significant innovation and investment. The race to dominate the EV market is intensifying, and the stakes have never been higher. Meanwhile, consumers stand to benefit from increased competition, which could lead to better products at lower prices. However, this comes with the caveat of potential geopolitical tensions and economic dependencies. The potential sale of Volkswagen's factories to Chinese automakers marks a pivotal moment for Europe's automotive sector. It's a story of economic opportunity, political tension, and the shifting dynamics of a globalized industry. As Chinese EV makers circle Germany's idle plants, the decisions made in the coming months could shape the future of mobility in Europe and beyond. What do you think about this development? Is this a smart move for China, or does it pose a threat to Europe's automotive industry? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the world of EVs and technology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.